First is we will have a standing army of specialist officers, public duty officers, so that we'll have enough officers to deal with this where we need them.
Dark clouds in the sky, freedom's ghost passing by. Choir's face upon the wall echoes down the empty hall. Whispers in the night, hopes fading out of sight. Chains clanging on the ground, silence is the loudest sound. Under keys will we fall. Shadows stretch long and tall. Voices silenced by his hand. We fight but cannot stand. Hornets in the street, marching to a wicked beat. Eyes watch your every move. Truth is a forbidden groove. Dreams crumbled in the dust. Iron fists you can't trust. Doomed to walk his twisted line. Freedom's just a mad refine. Hearts weighing heavy cold. Stories that remain untold. Cowards we live in fear. Every moment costs a tear. Under keys will we fall. Shadows stretch long and tall. Voices silenced by his hand. We fight but cannot stand. Audience in the street, marching to a wicked beat. Eyes watch your every move. Truth is a forbidden groove. Wardens in the street, marching to a wicked beat. Eyes into a wicked beat. Under keys will we fall. Shadows stretch long and tall. Voices silenced by his head. Voices silenced by his head. We fight but cannot stand. We fight but cannot stand. Oh, cannot stand.
It's Friday night and we're all in.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn. damn, ain't that fabulous. Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy. Don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
As Ed and I swelter under this heat dome that we call climate change, we put our very lives on the line, our very existence coming to you from sweat, hottie.
I got my towel this tonight as well.
Sweat, hottie boxes just to entertain you. Good evening. And good evening to you too, Ed. How are we all, people?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Oh. Yes, I'm all right.
End of another week.
Sorry?
End of another week.
Thank goodness. Or are we just rushing headlong towards our doom? Weeks seem to go like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh at the moment.
It really does, and it just seems to get more and more and more crazy.
It does, it does. So,
but then I guess it gives us material for the show.
Indeed it does, indeed it is. Nectaridus, good to see you, my man. Soldier, David Nolan, Ray, Dreadeye, and Julie, Dave Barnes. Well, that's about it, I think. Paul Armstrong, good evening to you, sir. And Shalini, greetings indeed, Earthlings. Right. Where shall we start? At the beginning?
Oh, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I think we've got to say bye, guys. One, I'm astounded, was able to manage to hang on until he was 76, and the other one at 71 probably went a bit early. You know?
Yep, I mean, sudden cardiac event, apparently.
Hey, you know what? It happens, right? And somebody tweeted something the other day that said, what was once a rare occurrence isn't that rare anymore. Hi, Vicky and Rabbit Leader 2030. But cardiac arrest.
The other meme that I saw was, I can't believe the first thing Ozzy Osbourne did as a ghost was to take down Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. But the thing that gets me is, cardiac arrest has nearly always been the leading cause of death in the Western world, so it's not a rare occurrence, you know? And you can't dress it up that it ever was. I mean, just saying you can't put everything on one thing, you know what I mean?
Well, no, because every death ends in the cardiac arrest because your heart stops, but...
Yeah, but...
what you would think is a relatively fit and healthy 71-year-old... not that common. It didn't used to be.
Death by heart attack at 71. Yeah, I tell you what, Ed, we'll look up the stats later.
I'm not going to belabor the point. It's too fucking hot for all of that factual nonsense.
Moving on. Mr. Trump's here in beautiful Scotland opening his golf course up in Aberdeen. So he'll be no doubt had a round of golf while advertising it. I mean, it's not often you get presidents of the United States advertising their private ventures and directly, shall we say, promoting them. Yeah? That's it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's. I mean, but he did that during his first presidency, and he's a businessman. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a good thing or an appropriate thing to be doing, but he's Trump.
Yeah.
He's not exactly Mr. Appropriate.
He is. So, revealed. This is one of yours.
We got the slides.
Oh, sorry. I thought I've not been showing people the slides. Just in case you worried what you missed. You missed that. And then you missed that. And now you're on this. Right, here we go. Right, there we go. We're on the slides. Right. The people on the vertical stream have seen the slides from the word go, so you're doing all right, mate. Right, carry on.
Well, yeah, so Trump launched as many airstrikes in 5 months as Biden did in 4 years.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I'm kind of surprised about that. Because I didn't think he'd launch that many airstrikes. But I mean, I suppose he's done the Houthis and he did Iran. And so I guess it does make sense. But
yeah, he's done more than that.
I thought he was supposed to be the peace president.
Yeah, he was. The first time round he was supposed to be. But did he not do Syria as well?
No idea.
Yeah, he's done quite a few.
He's directly bombing Syria.
Sorry?
Maybe while Assad was still in power, but it wasn't that long after Trump came in that Assad was deposed.
Right, okay. Anyway, yeah, so apparently he's done more than Obama. There you go. Although he hasn't done any weddings yet. Obama played a wedding. Well, he didn't play a wedding. He did a wedding, didn't he?
Well, he got the Nobel Peace Prize just after he got elected, before he'd even done anything, and then he proceeded to bomb loads of people, which is not.
He proceeded
really worthy of a Peace Prize.
Drone a wedding. And yeah, okay, he got his target, but he also got the rest of the wedding party. Well, is anyone ever innocent? That's the question one has to ask. Moving on.
And especially not the President of the United States.
Yeah, President Donald Trump calls on the DOJ to immediately go after Barack Obama for his treasonous Russia hoax. After what they did to me, it's time to go after people. Obama's been caught directly. There should be very severe consequences for that. Barack Obama's office has stated that he never committed treason against the United States. Well, that's exactly what a seditionist would say, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. And I mean, it's also your definition of treason. There's plenty of things that Obama did that were not good for the United States.
Oh, I love Blue Moon. Have you got a slice of orange in it? If you've not got a slice of orange in it, you're not doing it right. But I really do like Blue Moon.
A nice cold Blue Moon is good.
Yeah, but you've got to have a slice of orange in it.
Yeah, you kind of do.
Right, anyway, moving on. We're getting through these quite quickly, which is good because we've got 75 of the fuckers. So Donald Trump refers to Hillary Clinton as president's ex-wife. Do you think we talked about this last week as well. Do you think the Alzheimer's is starting to kick in?
You gotta wonder. He does make some pretty Alzheimer-y type mistakes.
He does, and he's starting to make more and more. Was Biden older than him?
I have no idea.
I don't think there's a lot between them, to be fair, mind you.
No. I think Biden was older, but
yeah,
not by a huge amount.
Yeah. I don't know what Dave Barnes is talking about. Something yellow is not hitting the spot. I don't know what that means. Anyway, what?
No, that's fine. I'm just as confused as you are.
Yeah. Private Eye editor Ian Hislop on the arrest of a man under the Terrorism Act for holding up a cartoon from the magazine Private Eye during a protest against the ban of the group Palestine Action at the weekend. I mean, really? What the actual? People are getting. I mean,
It's so Orwellian. It's just crazy.
It's welcome to China. Welcome to China. You're going to be living it.
Well, I mean, China's starting to look pretty good compared to the UK.
It actually is. This is mental. I mean, I never thought the UK would go this way. I didn't think we'd sit down and let our rights be taken off us, but we did in 2020, and very, very few people stood up for it. And I'm not looking at you. I'm not looking at you, because I know the people that did stand up, but very few in the grand scheme of things actually stood up for it. It's just quite disappointing.
Most people just went along with it, and some people actively assisted it. I mean,
yeah.
There are plenty of things that, having studied them historically, and read about them and watched documentaries about them and stuff like that, there were certain aspects of human psychology that I didn't understand about people who lived in the 1930s and 40s. And 2020 just opened my eyes.
Yeah. And,
I mean, it's
see the thing,
shocking.
When you think of the things they made you do, I couldn't believe it. You know, one way.
This is like a big humiliation ritual.
Yeah, one way queuing to get into supermarkets, one way arrows round. I never queued to get into the supermarket. I always just walked in. One way arrows round, I always went the wrong way. I mean, I'd even double back. I'd walk down one aisle and then double back and walk back up it. Just to be difficult, you know, just to be. I'd never stand any further away than 3 feet from someone. You know, I just hated it. It just rubbed me up the wrong way. I never wore a mask in this country, not once. Dave Barnes, thank you. It's just, it was ridiculous. And then the
whole thing was absolutely mental.
But then there was the pots and pans carry on. I used to go out the back when the pots and pans thing was going on and listen to people banging their pots and pans and laugh loudly so they could hear me. It's just retarded.
It really, really fried people's brains. And they've stayed fried.
Mm-hmm. They have. They have. Yeah, I mean, you still see people wearing masks.
Yeah, but what I found really disturbing is that there was people who'd cottoned on to the whole pandemic thing, who then, and they were completely wise to that. And then when the Ukraine thing started, they were all waving yellow and blue flags.
Yeah, that just got me. I mean, I couldn't get over that, because they saw through the COVID thing straight away, and yet when Ukraine happened, they were like, shocking. In fact, there's stuff in here about Ukraine later, but we'll leave that. Right, okay, let's move on.
Absolutely, yep.
Essex Chief Constable Ben Julian Harrington has refused to resign, as he said he was just carrying out orders from Keir Starmer. So this is hi Vicky, thank you, £5 from Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thank you, Vicky. And Dave Barnes, one for you as well, sir.
And Dave.
Yep, thank you. So you'll be free again next week. Free of ads, that is. Right, where were we? Carrying out orders doesn't wash, you're right, Shalini. Yeah.
No, but it's also, it shows you how the system is set up, that he's basically, this chief constable is a political tool. You had one of your little rants about it last night, about the whole chief constable being independent. And the fact of the matter is that he shouldn't be taking his orders from Keir Starmer, because he should be independent.
Well, he should be, you're right. And the thing is, as far as I correct me if I'm wrong, in England might be slightly different, but how's it got anything to do with Keir Starmer? Because the government don't appoint chief constables. I think they have a say in who's the commissioner in the Met, but the government don't appoint chief constables. It's always done with the local police and fire committee, or local authorities or whatever. It's all done locally. So why Starmer even? Why would government even be involved in this? And that's the question you've got to ask. It's not right. He needs to be removed by his local police authority. He needs to be removed because he has been proven to be a political tool. End of story.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's acted like it. I mean, he wasn't. That whole Essex thing is completely mental. But
Oh, yeah.
the thing is that there's now protests happening in various different places. And people are pissed off, and the government wants them to be pissed off because the government wants everybody to riot so that they can then implement martial law and to seize even more power and control even more speech.
Yeah.
We've already got the Online Safety Act that's come into force today.
Yeah.
And there's loads of websites that are now asking for age verification. There's sites that are banning UK users. I mean, the VPN makers are going to be having a field day.
Have you come across any sites that are asking for
4chan.
Yeah, right, okay, yeah, bloody hell.
But there's adult cartoon sites like message boards of fan fiction and fan art and stuff that are a bit racy in some cases because of some of the Japanese anime.
My son does that deviant art stuff. Is it called deviant art? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean anything that's basically got adult content on it now has to. UK users now have to age verify. The whole thing is completely mental. It's just
you're just going to run a VPN, aren't you? I mean, I run VPNs, don't you?
Yeah.
Any sensible person does, to be fair. I think I might be in Andorra tonight, but I always find Ireland's quite a good country to be in for some reason. Everybody seems to
choose VPN locations that are as close as possible to.
But Ireland Ireland never seems to cause any friction with any other websites because sometimes you'll I mean, like the other day the Irish VPN went down and I said just give me the optimal one, right, and it put me in Lithuania, and I'm not sure I wanted to be in Lithuania. And that's the disappointing thing about tonight. And I'm sorry, people, if you're in here hanging on. Maybe I shouldn't tell them. I don't have any caca. There's no caca tonight. Which is disappointing. No, I know.
Well, she's been with her
quiet.
Degrees of stupid, and I didn't really, there's nothing came across my radar that stood out. We don't have Caca's Corner tonight, unfortunately. So
we do have Rachel from Complaints. Labour has warned the tax raids on the wealthy are already backfiring. No shit. Yeah, I think 3 billionaires have already left the UK. That's 3 billionaires.
Yeah, and it's the whole thing is a knock-on effect.
Wealth taxes don't work.
Nope, they haven't worked anywhere. But these communist idiots don't. I mean, the government. There's no one that in that entire government that's got a decent grasp of economics, and the Chancellor probably knows less about economics than anybody else. And they don't think things through. They don't. I mean, you would think a government would be thinking multiple steps ahead and listening to advice, but these guys don't listen to any advice, and they think they're right. Refuse to back down, can't admit that they're wrong, and make breathtakingly stupid decisions.
Yeah, they do. They do indeed. Right, moving on. A military jump. You got to go online, people, and watch this if you can find it. Right. A military jump turned into confusion after paratroopers were dropped with no clear landing zones. Some landed on city streets, others hit highways, rooftops, even billboards. It looked like a scene out of a movie. This was the Nigerian Army and Air Force practicing a paratroop drop, and it was freaking hilarious. They were landing on cars and everything. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Bloody dangerous. Probably broken legs and stuff.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure some of them were injured.
Especially if you've ever seen the state of Nigerian roads.
Yeah. Right, anyway, arrest Obama for his presidential library design. I think that's actually
Yeah,
pretty
I think
fair.
that's a really good idea. I mean, what the hell is that monstrosity?
It looks like something out of Minecraft.
I mean, Fugly just doesn't even begin to describe it.
I mean, when my daughter was 6, she was building better things than that on Minecraft.
Pretty much.
She wasn't on Minecraft at 6.
I was building better things than that with like 1980s Lego.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's just awful. That is awful. So it's an abomination in the eyes of the Lord. Right. Breaking. The US has approved the use of F-16. That's not an F-16 before anyone says anything that's in the picture. But the US has approved the use of F-16s of Thailand Air Force to strike Chinese-backed militias of Cambodia. I got that wrong last night, remember, Ed? US and China possibly dragging into direct war in South China Sea. So the question is, why is Thailand, if it bought planes from America, why does it have to ask permission to use them?
And I thought there's US involvement in the Cambodians as well.
They're
probably, it's a long-standing border dispute.
Yeah.
And I mean, people are like, oh, they've gone to war, but technically speaking, they're fighting in these disputed border areas. It's not all-out war between the two countries, and there's been no formal declaration of war.
What I'm hoping
but this is just classic. The US is stirring something up just to go for China.
What I'm hoping is that it might have an effect on big scam centers, because they're mainly based on the China-Cambodia border.
Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a newly developing story, and I haven't really had a chance to dig into it that much.
Putin has weaponized locusts, so apparently there's a locust invasion.
Yeah, I mean, it was you've got to watch the video, because we're talking biblical levels of locusts.
Well, I don't think.
I mean, you could also say that it's because the Ukrainians have been properly persecuting the Russian Orthodox Church and the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. So who knows?
Yeah, I don't think there's any such thing as a non-biblical level of locust infestations. Darren Kenton has joined the channel. Welcome, Cadet Kenton. Good to see you. Right, Russia. Putin's response after America put some nukes into the UK. Russia is deploying over 150 warships, 120 aircraft, and 15,000 plus military personnel across the Arctic, the Pacific, the Baltic, and the Caspian regions in exercise. What's it called? His big war game? I can't remember. Global thermonuclear war? No, I don't know what it's called. But anyway, he's got a big war game going. In fact, there is more. Yeah, that's about it. And meanwhile, the this Medinsky chap, he arrives in Istanbul for the talks that are ongoing, and is seen wearing a T-shirt that says "Team Putin." Where can you get?
I want to get one just to see the look on people's faces walking around with one.
I think we need to turn up next week with Team Putin T-shirts.
I mean, the whole thing. I mean, it's great that the US has made the UK even more of a bloody target. I mean, I think
Starmer's done that.
Idiocy at this point. Oh, Starmer was probably begging for it.
Mm-hmm. Right, move on. Second day of protest today. There were a lot of people. You're not hearing much of this on the mainstream media. Today there were lots of people in Kiev. Thousands are protesting against a law that restricts anti-corruption bodies. Ukrainians demand the government to restore the independence of anti-corruption institutions.
But they were never independent. They were controlled by the US Embassy.
Well, yes, we know that, but maybe they don't.
But I mean, because those two organizations were pretty much created and largely directed initially by Vice President Biden under Obama. and it was the primary method of the US essentially controlling where the money went to some extent, or having some supervision. But now the Europeans are heating up the phone lines to Kiev, and Zelensky's kind of having to back down a bit. But what he's doing is he's now putting both organizations under his control. And it's all just about these two supposed anti-corruption organizations. I mean, trying to clear up corruption in Ukraine is you're probably better off just using some Rezniks.
So we have a chatter in the vertical chat. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name, but he says Argentina salute, which I mean hello from Argentina or something, which I think means something like that. Well, welcome. By all means, don't expect much else. If you continue to speak Spanish, you will be severely disappointed. Anyway, Chinese president. What's the Chinese president Xi Jinping saying, Ed?
If the international community continues to ignore what is happening in Gaza, China will find itself compelled to act in ways the West does not expect. Besieging and starving children is not a war. It is a heinous crime that cannot be ignored. Well, good on him. And all I can say to President Xi is, as the Arabs say, yalla yalla. Which basically means let's go.
You can't just say that and then not tell us what it means. I mean, I'm really not up on my Arabic.
No, it just means let's go. If an Arabic speaking person wants you to move, or wants your group to move, they'll go yalla yalla.
Oh, right. Moving on. Brits could be banned from going on holiday as carbon passports were introduced. A new report has suggested that Brits could be banned from going on holiday in a bid to slow down climate change. You know what? I got a delivery today from DPD, and I was on their website because they said I could track the parcel, which I couldn't because they haven't updated their postcode checker, so they don't have my postcode. And because you can't put your address in manually, you know. I mean, you've got the tracking number and everything, but because you can't put your address in and they can't find it on the postcode checker, you can't actually track your parcel. Which is really good.
Stupid.
Really good, DPD. Maybe update the postcode checker and or allow manual addresses. But apart from that, their website, the front page said something about we're aiming for net zero by 2040. I thought it was meant to be 2030. What happened? Is this called mission creep?
Yeah, it's SDG nonsense.
Yeah. Right.
In a nutshell. I mean,
this is nonsense.
It's all because there's loads of it. We're going to see it more and more. I mean, you'll see carbon scores and stuff, and they'll just bring it in by stealth, and then when they get digital ID and you have social credit scores, and then suddenly you're not able to fly because you had too many steaks.
Yep. Next thing you know, you'll be living in China. Then the unthinkable happened. The unthinkable being a car-sized electromagnet turned on, attracting a 20-pound chunk of metal hung from his neck. This man was sucked into an MRI machine. Now, what happened was his wife was in the MRI and was getting perturbed, a bit. I'm not too keen on this. So, despite the staff trying to stop him and the door saying "do not enter," machine is on, he runs into the MRI machine, to the MRI room, to help his wife. And the MRI, running as it is, immediately picks up this metal chain he has around his neck. Now, it's not a regular metal chain by any stretch of the imagination. It's a workout chain with a 20-pound weight to it. And it's secured with a padlock. So I know I'm laughing, but he get dragged into the MRI machine and, let's just say he didn't survive it. Apparently his wife said, I'm sorry I'm laughing. His wife
Unscheduled
said,
deletion.
his wife says he looked at me and waved goodbye. You think maybe as if he's getting throttled and turned around this machine, he was going to help.
Yeah, this is a really good lesson in understanding science and paying attention to signs.
I'm sorry, I just find it funny. Anyway, Darwin Award to that guy. Darwin Award, I think. Speaking of bodies, fourth body in 5 days found on the Gold Coast. What's going on in Australia?
I spotted that one.
Yeah. Do you have anything to add to it? No?
I didn't even know about this story.
All right.
I haven't seen this one.
Oh, right, moving on. Candace Owens has doubled down after being sued, standing by her claim that Brigitte Macron is a man. I think Candace is going to get her arse handed to her here, isn't you?
Yeah, well, I've seen some people saying that she's basically been in touch with the lawyer throughout the whole exposing Brigitte Macron, but then when you look at the actual document that the Macrons have filed against her in the US court, it seems pretty solid. So
yeah,
it'll be an interesting one to watch. No,
I didn't hear about bodies in the woods in Cornwall. You'll need to fill us in on that one. David Lammy has received £102,640 apparently from lobby groups since becoming a member of Parliament. Mr. Creosote is doing the deeds, isn't he? Doing the work.
I dislike everyone in the government intensely, but Lammy is one that I really, really dislike more intensely than the others.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't
he's
stand
just. I don't know. I've heard bad things about him as well. I mean, apparently he's really horrible to work for, and he's essentially just a really nasty person.
Yeah, he's probably.
But he reminds me of these scumbag politicians that my dad used to sometimes hang around with in Zambia. He has that third world politician vibe.
Yeah. Idi Amin asked about what he was going to do about defence, said it's okay, the man is coming to fix defence in the morning. Boom boom. Try to scampi, I'll be here all week. Right, moving on. Your one?
It's an inventive, concerned citizen has launched a drone over a asylum hotel in Staffordshire and is dropping stink bombs and eggs on the illegal migrants. I have to say, I can't condone anyone using a drone to drop anything on anybody, but that one made me laugh.
We cannot condone drone attacks. It's not something we would encourage. Right, moving on. Revelations.
Absolutely not.
Sue Perkins claims she was touched up by Orville the duck, right? In a bizarre assault as the puppeteer got handsy. Well, Orville the duck did. I think this is a figment of our imagination. I really do. The revelations were made by a TV
when
co-star.
This happened, like in the 1970s.
Oh yeah, this is one of these things. You know, this happened to me when. I mean, did you ever watch The Hitman and Her, or did you ever see it? Peter Waterman and Michaela Strachan.
I think I might have done.
So I used to watch that. You come in from the pub and you turn the telly on, because you only had 3 channels or 4 channels. You turn the telly on and one of them would be The Hitman and Her. They'd be playing music and she'd be all bubbly and bouncing about, and Peter Waterman would be Peter Waterman. And I used to sit and think, is he knobbing that? You know? and she wasn't a bad looking girl all day, I'll give you that. Anyway, moving on. Ambulance hits Oregon cyclist, rushed him to hospital, and then sticks him with an 1,800 quid bill.
That is just mental.
And I've no doubt this is true, because I've had exactly the same thing happen here. Ambulance ran down a motorcyclist on the way to a car accident that we were at. I had to stop and attend to that. The motorcyclist take him to hospital, and a second ambulance had to come to our car accident. And then the motorcycle, when we got to the hospital, because our accident was quite serious, the motorcyclist was in there going, they're trying to charge me. They're trying to charge me the 25 quid because I was involved in a road accident and an ambulance was called. I said, yeah, but the ambulance wasn't called for your road accident.
Do you have to pay 25 quid in Scotland for an ambulance?
If you're in a motor vehicle and you're the cause, yeah. If you're the driver.
Okay.
Well, it was 25 quid, but this was back in, that was back in the day, so it's maybe more now, but that, yeah, if you're involved in a blameworthy road accident and you're the driver of the blameworthy vehicle, you have to pay for the ambulance. Or you had to pay something towards it. So yeah, it's not just
this is not $1,800.
Yeah, but remember, when I was in the cops, I retired in the year 2000. So what would it be here now? I don't know. It could be like 500 quid or something. Yeah.
I just make people pay for ambulances. Talk about kicking someone when they're down.
It's true. It really is. I get knocked off. See, technically they actually shouldn't have been charging the guy on the motorbike, because I get knocked off my motorbike once where I hit and run in Glasgow, and I didn't get charged. It should be the blameworthy guy that gets charged. So in their case, it should have been the ambulance driver that got the 25 quid claim.
Yeah, I just...
And same here.
My head around that one.
I reckon same here. The ambulance driver should be paying that, not them. Anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll throw this one in for you, Ed. If only they had some way of looking after themselves. I thought, Ed will love this. He'll be able to unpick it. He'll be able to give us an excuse why Africa's in the state it's in.
Well, you only have to look at Mali, which is a country that they've got massive gold reserves, or they've got massive reserves of gold in the ground, produce a lot of gold, don't have any actual gold reserves, because they're shipping it all out to France.
Yeah, so France has no longer got.
But it's the same as, if you look at where Zambia is Zambia's loaded with copper.
Yeah.
And the mining companies essentially bribe the politicians, and the governments of those countries allow these companies to essentially strip mine the place, put very little back into it. And as soon as a leader comes along who wants to start using the country's resources for the country's people, then generally bad things happen to them. Although Ibrahim Traore in Burkina Faso has managed to hold on for quite a long time. Yeah,
he's done well. And all those oil companies are done by Western oil companies usually. All those oil resources, usually BP and Royal Dutch Shell and all that. Right, moving on. Why aren't we trying to take over the world tonight? Ed, why aren't we?
I checked it out on the internet. I don't want it anymore. That one made me laugh. That was one of the funnies this week.
It tickled you. It tickled them. It tickled them, people. Right, moving on. Ellen DeGeneres reveals a hurtful thing Elton John said to her after she came out as gay. And remember, this is a quote from Elton John, not something I'm saying, YouTube. Even Elton John said, "Shut up already, we know you're gay, be funny." I never met him, and I thought, what kind of support is that from a gay person? Well, maybe he just actually was saying what everybody else was thinking. Everybody assumed I was just non-stop talking about it. It hurt my feelings. Oh my God.
It's just, there's such narcissists. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, so you're gay, big deal. Just get on with it. Don't have to. It's not, it's like vegans. Frankly, you always know that a vegan is a vegan.
Yeah, because they do have to tell you. They do. What do you think of this, Ed? This is a mall and I think it's in Edmonton in Canada. They're building a mall, or separate shops. And
they tried to make it look Dutch.
Yeah, they are kinda. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. People are castigating it on Twitter or whatever, but I don't think it's a bad idea. It looks better than just a row of glass storefronts, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, having something like that compared to the usual concrete and steel monstrosity, I don't think that's bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, and let's face it, it's in Canada, so it's not like they've got. How's it fugly, Vicky? How's it fugly? Because, you know, it's better than seeing just a line of blank glass facades, is it not? I like it. I think it's a good idea. And it, you know, it gives you the impression you've got a town, because you don't have towns in these places. These places have grown up over nowhere, going up from nowhere. So you don't really have a. It's not like they're taking trade away from a city centre or an old street or something. It's not like going into.
No. I mean,
you go to Monterey or Carmel or something like that, and that's proper, still old style boutique shops and all that, and it looks really good. But they're not doing that in Canada. I mean, have you ever been to Canada? It's pretty utilitarian.
I've never been.
Yeah, it's pretty
But
utilitarian.
they're trying to do something different, and I mean, it's not. I've seen plenty of malls that are a lot uglier. Put it that way.
Yeah, I think it's all right. Right, next one. There's a picture of me in here because I've been there, and that's a picture of me drinking beer at the Eagle's Nest. Israeli hiker dies after slipping off cliff at Hitler's Eagle's Nest. Falls to his death while climbing to popular tourist site in southern Germany. Now, you can walk up to it, right? It's on the top of a mountain in Austria. Or it's debatable whether it's in Austria or Germany, is it? It's right on the cusp. It's right on the cusp because we were staying in Austria when we went to see it. But it's absolutely brilliant. And you go through this big tunnel thing, and then you get in this lift, and it takes you right up to you can step out, and you're in the Eagle's Nest. Absolutely brilliant. And they've got a restaurant there and beer and everything. It's good. It's pretty cool. And the view. Look at the view. I mean, look at the view over my shoulder.
The view looks spectacular.
The view's incredible. Absolutely incredible. No, that's David. That's Dave. He was on that trip with me. He was one of my biker chums. So there you go. Right, it's not just the bad people. It's not just the people of colour that get into bother. So multiple children been rescued from a secret underground bunker in Alabama. Ugh, just that word alone is just bad enough. Where they were held and abused for over a year.
What the hell is wrong with people?
Authorities say the children aged 3 to 10 were drugged and trafficked by a group of men who sold them for clients. And these are some of the arrests. Now, what always gets me when these things happen is, why are women involved in this? And yeah, I know women can be horrible and nasty as well, but really?
I mean,
it makes your skin crawl, does it not? It's a bit like watching really Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, the less said about him, the better.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
But I mean, people who abuse children are just beneath the pale. I just can't. I cannot even understand how anyone could even do that to a child.
They just look wrong, absolutely wrong. Hey, right, moving on.
And it's disgusting.
Susan Riddle, the comedian, thought, this stunt might help my show, huh? So she runs into a security fence of a weapons manufacturer, which is obviously beside a Morrison's car park. So she runs her van into the security fence and gets done for terrorism charges. Again, I think it's a bit of a leap, but she gets done for terrorism charges, and all her shows at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival have had to be cancelled. That is kind of stupid.
I mean, that's I don't know. Don't drink and drive.
So,
again, how do you even get something like that into your head? It just, we're not thinking a few steps ahead. Do you not think that crashing your vehicle into a serious looking fence is going to just... I mean, apart from anything else, you can seriously injure yourself.
I don't have a slide for it, but did you see the thing in Manchester where the kid got held up at knife point by another kid who stole his e-bike, and then his dad got in his car, and there was a resulting collision, which resulted in the death of the thief, and the father has been charged with murder. So that's what do you think of that? Speak to the audience while I go and grab some water. I'll only be 2 seconds.
What do I think of it? I think it was a stupid thing for the father to do. I mean, you can react in anger, but something like that is never going to end well. I mean, you're chasing someone on an e-scooter with a car. No, you're. I mean, just based on traffic laws, you're the one in the wrong. You're turning a car into a weapon. And I think he probably deserves to be charged with murder or maybe manslaughter. But it's a token of how screwed up the world is that people react in that way. I think.
So, there we go. What's the
I was just saying that I personally, I think he probably does deserve to get charged with murder, because you turn your car into a weapon and you go after someone on a little e-bike. But at the same time, if we didn't have such a lawless society where the police are too busy policing speech and aren't policing criminals, or actual criminals, then this is what we end up with.
Vigilantism, that's what you're going to end up with. You're right, Ed, because people won't stand for it. They'll take it for so long, but they won't stand for it. They'll take things into their own hands, and that won't end well, because you don't have the same checks and balances. You don't have the same laws holding you back because you've already decided to break them, so I think you're right. I don't think he should have done it. It was ill-considered. There's other ways of doing these things, if you know what I'm saying. But what he's effectively done is he's deprived this child of his father and for the rest of his upbringing,
Yeah.
And Dave says
you got to think about what you're doing.
Yeah. See, Dave says, touch my farm, I'll lose it too. And yes, you're right, Dave. But there are ways and means of doing these things. And driving up a road and taking somebody out with a car isn't ever going to come out in your favour, No.
Not at all. I mean, but again, you have this problem that if the police aren't going to do anything about it, and something makes you very angry, and you're not thinking clearly, you do something stupid, then...
And I would say you're right, you're 100% right, you're not thinking clearly, and if you're going to do something stupid, that's the time you should do nothing, right? You should sit down and you should have a drink and sound off to your friends and family, and then after the next day when you're sober and thought it through, you can put together a plan. And I'm not going to say anything more. That's what you should do. Anyway, moving on. The judge addressed the jury on the defendant's good character. This is the Manchester Airport event. The fact they have not offended in the past, either before or since July, may make it less likely they acted as the prosecution alleged in this case. Fuck off. That's all I can say. Yeah.
I second that one. Just fuck right off.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can say about this. The judge is wrong, and he seems to be trying to make a case for the defence, which shouldn't be the case. He should be completely impartial.
But this does not surprise me with the current state of the British judiciary, frankly.
Yep. It's time to sort these. No, it's not. I'm not going to say anything because I'll just get into trouble. I'm going to move on. Neil Hopper. Tell me about Neil Hopper, Ed.
This one is probably, of all of the batshit crazy stories I've seen so far in 2025, this one has to. This is in the top 10, and this is a surgeon who's been accused of having his legs deliberately amputated so that he could get £483,000 of money, and he's now being done for fraud. I mean, what the fuck?
And worse than that is the guy's a vascular surgeon, and he has been accused of possibly amputating people's legs when they didn't need it, and encouraging other surgeons to cut body parts off people. He had a book that looked into the psychology of cutting body parts off people. This is a doctor. That's going to be and if he's a vascular surgeon, he's almost certainly a consultant. Looking at the age of him, that's just wrong.
It's disturbing on so many levels. I mean, again, it's another one of those stories. How do these people even come up with these ideas?
What I'd like to know is, where the fuck did they get their names?
That's a fair point. Or maybe he planned that as well.
Yeah, well, maybe he did, yeah. I need to, as David Nolan says, maybe I should have a look at him. Oh, God. Oh, don't go into that one, Militant. That's horrific, that one, where the girl was sold as a kebab. But we'll become a lot in a true crime episode if I ever get back to doing them.
This one, this surgeon guy, there's almost a weird fetish going on here or something.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's got one of those kind of... He's got one of those kind of weird psychological problems that involves him cutting bits off himself and others, doesn't it? He really has. Yeah. Right. Moving on. I think it's only fair, and we're about halfway through the slides. I think it's only fair that, and I know in particular, I have been very hard on a certain subcontinent and the people that come from it. So I think it's only fair that we take a moment to reflect on all the good that's come from that subcontinent, and I think this tweet sums it up perfectly, and I stand right behind it. So, despite all my joking, there are many good qualities about Indians that I really do admire. Actually, I'll list them below, and he goes on to list them, and I stand by everything he's put down there.
Where's the list?
Can you not see it? He's listed all the good qualities.
Oh, you're really trying to make friends, aren't you?
No, I don't try and make friends. Oh, Yazzy's on the vertical chat now. I live in third, fourth generation council estate where first generation gypsies lived on common ground that were given first offering new houses. Yeah, and then they would do things like, I remember going into a gypsy. We went into a gypsy house one night. We were going after a guy in a warrant, and we come down to the gypsy house, which was at the bottom of a cul-de-sac, number 22. If I remember correctly, Old Cali Road in Irvine. And as we are walking down the path, one of the cops in front goes, "Watch out, guys, there's a lot of dog shit about." And there was, right? So we opened the door. The woman answered the door. We opened the door and we said, "We're looking for such and such." And she goes, "He's not here." And we goes, "Can we have a look round?" And she goes, "He's not here." And I goes, "Can we have a look round?" And she goes, "Yeah, okay." So we goes in, and Davey's first guy in the door slips on a dog shit inside the door. Right? No carpet. So we goes through the house, we searches everything, and there's an awful smell coming from the kitchen. And there they are, electric cooker, and they're cooking a chicken on the gas, on the electric ring. There's no interface between the chicken and the ring. The chicken is sitting on the electric ring and they are cooking it. That was the gypsy house. Ugh.
Well, that's people that'll give themselves food poisoning, and you won't have to worry too much about them.
Well, yeah, one would hope. Anyway, cat turd. Cat turd went all feral this week. Started threatening people. People were obviously pulling his whiskers, and he went all feral and started threatening people, saying, "You don't want to mess with me. I've been in over 40 bar fights." And we laughed, and we laughed, and we laughed.
He's kind of lost the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
Too much. I don't know. He's been drinking the Trump Kool-Aid a bit too much.
Yeah, he has. Right. Girls, any girls out there, I would strongly suggest you resist this trend.
What the hell is that?
It's a resistor. Just got it stuck in her ear. It's
Why?
It's obviously a cheap earring. I don't know why you would do it. Oh, I just thought it was quite funny. But anyway, moving on. Guy makes girl cry by taking the last ride of the day. The internet is on his side. So when they say you're the last one able to ride today and you deny the little kid behind you asking to trade places. Well,
that's a dick move.
Well, having said that, she's standing beside a sign that obviously indicates that she's going to be too short. Is she not?
Fair play, yeah. Well, if that is in fact the sign,
yeah. Well,
and the perspective is correct, then yes.
But anyway,
but it's still a dick move.
Yeah, it's a dick move. That is a dick move. But hey ho. John Cena made Nikki Bella sign a 75-page cohabitation contract before she could move into his Tampa mansion. I think that man's smarter than he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, you would. I mean, especially in this day and age, and especially when you've got large amounts of money and a mansion, it's better to have these things sewn up.
Sorry, I'm catching up with
I mean, you shouldn't have to, but if people were more genuine in this world, then you wouldn't have to. But no. I'm
catching up with the chat. So we've got David Nolan as cat turd in Brighton. Ooh, saucer of milk there. Cat turd is a twat, said Soldier. Espresso Mechanic says, is she trying to be irresistible? I like that one. Soldier biohack. Yep. What else we got? She's a guest. Yeah, well, so she should be, Ray. Absolutely. And Vicky says, to be fair, can't blame him. Yeah, there you go.
What the hell does he do?
Well, hold on. I've just seen something from Dave Barnes up at the top of the screen here that says, what chance do we have when doctors knock one out into someone else's coffee? What? No, that's like, I told you did I tell you my thing when we were visiting the children's home?
I don't think I want to know.
I can't tell it now. So anyway, we used to, on the night shift, used to get to children's homes or old folks' homes and things like that, you know, for a cup of coffee or whatever, during the night with the staff, you know, because it breaks up the routine. And we were visiting a home that I don't normally go to. It wasn't one of my. We all had our own little places that we'd go to. So I was out with somebody else, and we goes to this one, and we're sitting down, and the staff are chatting, and she goes, "Wait to tell you what happened this morning." And we're like, "What happened?" And she goes, "Well, I was just about to finish the shift, you know, because this is the next night, obviously." And she goes, "I'm sitting there in the breakfast room, and the guys are in, and there's a girl sitting, and she takes the milk out and puts it in her cornflakes." And this guy starts laughing, you know, just tee-heeing to himself. And she's like, what's he up to? So eventually we got it out of him. He'd been coming down early in the morning, cracking one off into the milk and then watching the girls eat it.
Oh, I hope you arrested him.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? What's the charge? It's a children's home. Yeah, I know. It's a children's home. These kids are they're underage. It is gross and it's horrible, yeah. But charging them's not going to make any difference.
Comes in.
Yeah.
Caning him.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Ed. Yeah, that's really going to go down well the channel. Get the rudder out. Give him a damn good ruddering.
Well, as my grandmother used to say, spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah, okay.
Well, my grandfather was actually a housemaster at a public school in the south of England, and he had a reputation of being a caner.
We didn't have the cane in Scotland. We had the belt, or the strap as they called it, which was a piece of leather about that long, and about the last third of it was split into two, so it was like a cat of two tails, right? But it freaking hurt. I'm telling you, it did. Ooh, right. Enough of that. The chat's getting dirty now. Calm down. Right, let's move on. We need to have a serious conversation about Pedro Pascal. And there's a lot of conversation going on about him being a toucher. Like, here he is holding, what's her name? The bird that was in the movie. I don't know her name. But is he? Is it a problem? He touches people? Is that a big deal? He says it's because he gets anxiety, but I don't know. I mean, it's not like he's groping them, is he? He's just touching them.
No, I mean, it's maybe overly affectionate. I mean,
yeah, is this not the kind of...
He's a good actor, he's just a bit of a knob.
Yeah, but is this not the kind of things that these people do in that kind of scene? Those
in the 60s, 70s, 80s, probably 90s, nobody would even be talking about it. It's just because we live in this idiotic time that we live in now that this is even an issue.
But Shalini says it's weird. But I gave you a hug when I met you. I even gave Ed a hug. Got photographic evidence. We were seen together. Ed is real. He genuinely is real. Anyway, I think it, like Ed says, I think it's blown a little bit out of proportion. I mean, I don't like the guy. He makes my skin crawl, but I don't know. Oh, good grief. Right. Uber announces new option where women customers will soon be able to request women drivers. This is long overdue. Nobody wants their female loved one alone in a strange man's car at night, especially when Uber's background checks are so bad. I think it's reasonable.
How many female Uber drivers have you actually met?
Well, yeah, but I think it's a reasonable thing to request, right?
Mm.
But does that mean I should be able to request a non? I don't know how to phrase this, but you know what I mean.
Foreign.
Yeah. Can I have someone with the same complexion of me, please? Yeah.
An accent, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. So I'm assuming there's a slight translation error here because it is Welt, which is a German publication, I believe. So there are now about 50% off Ukrainian women in brothels rather than 50% Ukrainian women because that would intend to work.
Now composed of 50% Ukrainian women.
Yeah. So that's quite high, right? And I thought, DW says we're not going to troll room for no reason. Well, an English speaker might be going too far, Dave. I don't know if I can justifiably ask for an English speaker. Anyway, So I did a little digging into this, thinking, is this true? And apparently it's near as damn it true. And what the stat that I got that I found horrific, and remember, this is the country that everyone stands with, that we do keep going banging on about. But
Slava, Ukrainian, all that.
yeah. But the stat I found horrific was that prior to the SMO, 20% of Ukrainian women had been sexually abused by the age of 18.
That is shocking.
20%. That's a horrific statistic.
But it's like the capital for child trafficking and all sorts.
Yes, I know that. You know that. But there you go. Oh, I prefer Jessica Alba as well. Who said that? David Nolan, yeah. Jessica Alba's stunning. Oh, that's the guy. There is a slide, but we've talked about it. Japan says Nigerian died of starvation after immigration hunger strike. So a Nigerian guy illegally in Japan is put in jail and goes on hunger strike thinking it's going to get him some sympathy, and the Japanese just watch him die. You gotta love the Japs. You're not going to get any sympathy out of the Japs. They don't have a 99% clear-up rate for no reason. Because if you commit a crime in Japan, right, and I've looked into this, you commit a crime in Japan, especially if you're a foreigner, whether you've done it or not, or just been accused of it, and you get arrested, you're fucked. You are fucked. Because if you haven't done it, and you don't admit it, you'll be in jail for at least 2 years while they sort things out.
Madness.
Japan is a nightmare. Yeah. So don't get arrested in Japan.
But they have a very safe, peaceful society, so you can understand them not wanting to.
Yeah, it's a high trust society.
Allow subversive elements in.
You can. Oh. Right.
Next one. Swiss. Oh, this one. Swiss town.
Hold on. Yeah, I forgot to go on. Go on. Aye, go on.
Swiss town denies passport to Dutch vegan because she's too annoying.
I think that's fair.
I think this is one I sent you. It's bloody funny.
I think it's fair. It sounds reasonable.
Well, absolutely. I mean, Swiss towns are allowed to deny passports to anyone they want.
Yeah.
And if you, I mean, we know what vegans are like.
Why is she wearing a cowbell?
I didn't even spot that. Bloody hell. Well, maybe that's one of the reasons she was really annoying.
It probably is. Yeah, I mean, people go on about the European Court of Human Rights not letting us do anything. It's not the European Court of Human Rights, people. It's your own judges and courts in the UK. Because Denmark has a deal with Rwanda. In fact, Denmark had a deal with Rwanda before we did. We copied Denmark. Denmark has banned halal food. European Court of Human Rights hasn't stopped them, and other European countries have banned things like the burqa. So, it's not the ECHR that bans things, it's our own country that bans things. And then people assume it's the European Court of Human Rights. No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
NHS Trust fined 1.6 million over failings and baby deaths. This was Nottingham, I think. This was they had an incredible amount of unexplained deaths. Just
1.6 million seems a bit low for.
It's just the whole thing.
And also, nobody seems to get sacked. I mean,
the thing is, right? What's the point of fining a trust that's providing services to the public with public money? So, first of all, what is the point? I can understand if they were forced to pay compensation to the people that were affected, fine. But what is the point in fining a publicly funded trust that provides services to the public? Who gets the cash? Good point, Dave. Who gets the cash?
And where does the cash come from? It's just like the public.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the public sector paying itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Far
OpenAI.
better if heads were going to roll.
OpenAI CEO. That's never going to happen. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. I'm very interested in what it would mean to give everyone on Earth a free copy of GPT-5 running continuously for them. Some economies will transform very quickly and run everything on AI at 1/100th the cost. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Darren's in the vertical chat now as well. Before the SMO, Zelensky was already worth $800. Well, okay. Right. So, what my point here is, Ed, and then you can go on with yours if you wish. But my point is that Sam Altman and Elon Musk fell out because Sam Altman was wanting to make money out of ChatGPT, right? And Elon Musk wanted it to remain open source and be free. And you can still run your own GPT server, can't you, if you download the stuff from GitHub and set it up?
Mm-hmm.
So effectively it is still available if you do it yourself. But is it not a tad ironic that Musk is now charging $300 a month for super heavy grok? $300 a month. Who the fuck would pay that?
Well, it's the same as what they charge for their API. I mean, it's just ridiculously expensive.
That's insane.
And I mean, ultimately, there are so many different AI models out there that, I mean, if you've got DeepSeek, which is a very capable model, good at following instructions, very, very cheap.
China!
Well, Chinese, yeah. But I mean, OpenAI is, I mean, there's dodgy stuff happened to OpenAI as well. So
yeah.
You couldn't say that Sam Altman is squeaky clean.
Certainly not. I don't think any of these guys are, but I just find it incredibly ironic.
I haven't even seen it because we use GPT-4 at work, so I don't know what GPT-5 is going to look like.
It's not out yet, mate. It's not out yet.
No.
The Starlink was down today, apparently.
Yeah, that was some sort of some kind of outage, I think. I don't think it was deliberate.
Yeah.
Although the Ukrainians all started going completely mental.
Oh, did they? Did they claim that they were being like stopped from defending themselves?
Oh, they were saying all sorts of different things, but it shows you how critical Starlink is for them, based on how nuts they were going.
And yet it shouldn't be, because it's supposed to be only used for civilian purposes. Not a military tool.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, if it's used for military purposes, then that makes it a valid target for Russia, does it not?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Right, moving on. Uncle Duke says, the idea of being visited by aliens lost its appeal when I realised they'd likely just be some other planet's asshole billionaires.
He does make a very good point.
Yeah.
You can't deny that this is. I mean, it's like if we have a end of the world cataclysm, the next world is going to be built by assholes like Jeff Bezos. How much fun is that going to be?
It won't. You'll know. What will happen is they might survive, but there'll be other people. There will be other people grubbing about that survive, and they'll just take advantage of them. You know. And it'll come back to strength wins first, you know. So be strong, people. Be strong. If you can't be strong physically, be strong mentally. So this guy's quite excited. They did it. They've genetically edited mosquitoes so they can't transmit malaria and made the mutation self-replicating. Edited mosquitoes and every descendant can infect humans. How can they not do that? Because as far as I understood, the parasite was in the saliva. So how could they? But anyway, the saliva of the mosquitoes.
I think humans screwing around with genetics and then mucking with something as basic as a mosquito in the overall food chain. I just think this is this. I don't know. There's too much that could go wrong.
As soon as I see this, I just think Jurassic Park. There will be consequences. Life finds a way.
Yep.
Plane crashes directly into a highway in Brescia, Italy, hitting multiple vehicles. It actually didn't hit any vehicles. It plummeted straight into the tarmac.
This was freaky.
Yeah, it went straight down. There was a big fireball, and that white car just drove right through it. The blue car stopped before it got to it. So I think 2 people died, which I'm pretty much assuming are the people on the plane. So
yeah,
there you go. But it just went straight down vertically straight down like a stuka. Like a stuka.
Yeah, absolutely crazy video.
Yeah. Anyway, wild. Moving on. Now, I have questions. LBC's Fraser Knight joined an immigration raid targeting a dark kitchen in South London, where a Brazilian asylum seeker was found to be earning £6,000 a month working illegally as a delivery driver. Hold on a minute. $6,000 a month for delivering eats? Come on.
And that's over $1,000 a week. What the hell?
No, surely not. I mean,
it seems unlikely. I mean, it's
$1.5 grand a week.
I don't know how they can make that much money.
How? I mean, has he got superhuman legs? Can he pedal it? Yeah, delivery with more than just food says that. Yeah, that's maybe getting nearer the mark, David. Yeah, dark kitchen. What else were they cooking up there? That's the question.
Or he was sharing his account with other people.
Yeah, what was being delivered to Bill King on the vertical chat, and in reference to my rant earlier about Bezos, I think he also said, "How are the snobs going to build?" Exactly. They wouldn't. They rely on the grunts, and the grunts are going to take over. The grunts will inherit the earth. Starting midnight tonight, 4chan will be blocked to Britbongs due to the state. So you'll need a VPN like the third world nation we are. Gab and BitChute already blocked UK users as a result. Crazy, isn't it?
This is just, I mean, the government is just making us a laughing stock.
China.
And holding technology back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they keep the stupid Starmer keeps talking about wanting to be an AI superpower. Well, you don't get to be an AI superpower doing stupid shit like this.
What the fuck does that even mean? An AI superpower? What does it mean?
What the hell does anything that idiot says mean?
Yeah. Guy's a nutter. Shalini says she misses Gab. I've never even tried it, I don't think. So, Jeep, Stellantis, in-dash advertising is here. Jeep, Dodge, Chrysler and Ram beat everyone to it. So what happens is, on their entertainment screen, when the car stops, adverts pop up.
Oh, you are having a freaking laugh. Oh my God.
Every time the car stops, an advert's seen on the screen. At the moment, it appears to be mainly buyer extended warranties, but you know what's going to happen? It's going to be everything. You're going to be driving by a McDonald's and an advert's going to pop up for it. You're going to be driving by a Morrison's or something like that, and it'll say, "Are you low on cabbage? Try Morrison's."
There's a technology. He's kind of a guru. He's called Jaron Lanier. He's one of the.
Yeah.
He did loads of tech stuff back in the 90s. He's like a pioneer of AI and machine learning and stuff. But he wrote a book called "You Are Not Gadget," and there's a brilliant quote from that where he says, "Funding a society through advertising is like getting nutrition by connecting a tube from your anus to your mouth."
Yeah. It kind of is. And that's why, people, we rely on your donations not the advertising that we get on YouTube, because we really don't get any. Because at the moment, you're on a monetized channel that's not advertising this product. So you shouldn't see any adverts when you come to All In. None at the start, none in the middle, and none at the end. Unless, of course, you're on the vertical chat. Because the vertical chat haven't paid. But the horizontal chat always donate. So there we go. So you'll be free again next week on the horizontal chat. And if you want to keep it that way, keep donating, because we operate on the value for value model. If you enjoy the value that you're getting here, whether it's just the fact that you're laughing at two old fat white guys having a laugh at the news, or you're actually getting some genuine benefit, drop us a minuscule amount. Join the channel for as little as 99 pence a month. 99 pence a month? Are you serious? There you go. I don't even get 99p of that. Well, Shilini Varma has just dropped us a fiver. Why, thank you. You're a doll. You are a doll. You're the size of a doll as well. I love you. Anyway, let's move on. Right. Russia overtakes Germany as the largest beer brewer.
This one's crazy. I mean, this just goes to show you how far Germany's fallen. But also, take that, Putin.
Yeah, I saw someone moaning about Germany the other day, saying they couldn't pay for anything by card. They had to keep using cash. They said, "What's going on with Germany? It's like behind everyone else." I can't really remember that Germany being like that, but hey, there you go.
Well, it took the Dutch a long time to cotton onto cards, and they still have their own chip and pin system, but it's becoming more. I mean, these days cards are just as common as cash in Holland. I haven't been to Germany in years, so I couldn't comment.
France is mental. France is like going back to the 80s, mate. You know, people still have I think they still have imprint machines in some places for credit cards. and they still have the check printers at the cash desk in Intermarché, because people will pay with checks. In fact, I told you the story about not being able to pay our bill with anything but a check, because we went to pay the water bill when we lived in Chiru, and we arrived there. I looked at the water office, which was just off the town square. So I looked at the office and it said open Wednesday mornings and Friday mornings. And I thought, oh, we'll go and we'll pay the bill. We'll go down on Wednesdays. We went down on Wednesday to pay the water bill. And we went in, and the woman goes, no, you can't pay it on a Wednesday. You need to pay it on a Thursday. And we said, but, you know, it's not open, like Fermi. And they're like, no, it's open on Thursday, right? It's a bill for the water you receive, Dave. You pay it in your community charge, your council tax, or whatever you call it. So anyway, we goes in on a Thursday morning to pay the water bill, and the woman goes, yep, she hands the bill over, and she goes, we'll pay the water bill, and she goes, check. And we went, no. Card? And she went, or carte? And she went, no. Cash? No. And we're like, what? You could only pay with a check, but we don't have checks, because I had a bank account in 26 in Germany, doesn't have a checkbook, internet only. Couldn't pay the water bill. We left France with an unpaid water bill. I'll probably get huckled at the border if I ever go back for my unpaid water bill.
Plus interest.
Mm-hmm. And the auto wouldn't take my card to pay the toll, so I must owe them about €200. Anyway, here we go. Right, who did this? Narinder Kaur. I would seriously consider moving back to India. These are my people, my tribe. I'm resentful my parents had no choice but to obstinately come to England for a better life, robbing me of my true being and enduring me to a life of otherness. Well, go back. Nobody's stopping you.
Why did she spend so much time bitching about it? She should just go.
Yeah, she should. And then she goes to Italy. She went to Italy on holiday and moaned about pasta. Now, pasta's on the menu in Italy, but it's nearly always like a small portion as a starter. You don't need to have a bowl of pasta as every meal. Where the hell in Italy did she go? I mean, they do some lovely meats and stews and things. I mean, they do some fantastic
that one would find
stuff.
anything to complain about.
Yeah.
She probably had it twice and just had to bitch about it because it gets engagement on social media. She's one of those people that stirs up the pot and then just kicks back and watches the X money coming in.
Yeah, I know. And speaking of dogs, here's how to greet one. Greeting a dog. Do. Don't. Has anyone in their life ever felt the urge to sniff a dog's ass? Really?
No. Maybe those creepy ones that walk around with those stupid like the fetish dog mask people, but
Jesus Christ! I just.
And if you're sniffing a dog's ass, then you have problems.
Oh, and then it gets worse. It gets worse.
Because emergency room doctors don't already have enough to deal with. This is Japanese design firm Kenji Abe has designed a glass beer bottle that you can stick into the sand on the beach.
You can do it with a flat-bottomed bottle as well. You just need to work it a little bit.
Yeah, this is just one of those. This is one of those ideas that is going to go horribly wrong.
It will. It will, especially.
What's the point? The beach is the only bloody place that you can actually stand it up.
Yeah, I know. How do you put that in your fridge? Anyway, right, moving on. The Royal Shakespeare Company experiencing the electrifying take on Hamlet about a black queer college kid dealing with self-awareness, questions of identity, and fighting to break the cycle.
Oh, fuck off. I mean, Shakespeare, Orwell, those fuckers are all turning in their grave, looking at the stupid shit state this country's turned into.
Look at the state of that.
Just, how is this even remotely Hamlet?
It's not, mate. It's not.
Just, what the fuck? Seriously.
As a joke, you're right, Shalini. Anyway, moving on. Tesco are selling an empty jar for £2.50 in the homeware aisle. Yet 2 aisles up, you can get the same jar filled with pickled onions for 40p. You can.
Well, this is the absurdity of modern life.
Yeah. Indeed it is. Nursing school exam. I love nursing school, right? The father of a newborn tells the nurse, "My son just died. How should the nurse respond? I'm sorry for your loss. There is now an angel in heaven. I understand how you feel." Or, "You can always have more children." It's got to be. You can always have more children. Isn't it?
Yeah, well, that would be your response.
No, what are you saying? Are you saying I'm cruel, heartless, no empathy? Yeah, okay.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So I was
Scottish. That would work.
I was an aeroboat holiday.
Yeah, that didn't go so well. I guess was that this year or is that an old one?
I don't know. It's just a joke. Anyway, don't overthink it. We're on the funnies. To replace programmers. Yes, you tell me this one. You give me this.
To replace programmers with robots, clients will have to accurately describe what they want. So yeah, we're safe.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that any programmer, certainly any web developer, would be able to relate to this because they don't know what they want.
No, they don't.
And half the time, But actually, I prefer them when they don't know what they want, because they can usually be guided. It's the ones that do know what they want, but what they want is really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You can't convince them otherwise.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
the problem is, if you give them what they want, they badmouth you. You know what I mean? Because you've given them something that's really fucking stupid, because that's what they asked for. But hey, don't let me get into rants about delivering shit to people. Anyway, let's move on. This is Brigitte Macron, apparently with a child. And it would be a gift to the world if Brigitte Macron could bankrupt Candace Owens. And someone said, is that them on their first date?
Oh, yeah, it is that creepy.
Yeah, it is. There is a big age difference. It's what, 20 odd year?
But she's
71, is she?
Yeah, I mean, he was 15 and she was like...
Oh, she was 35,
or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, that's what the hell.
Yeah. Oh, right, moving on. I think you gave me this one.
Are you okay? No, I'm living in a country run by fucking clowns. This is like this is every fucking day.
Yeah. Yeah, she was his teacher. I bet she taught him a few things, Vicky. Yep. Anyway, is there anything more Irish than that? That is, if you know, you know. You know what that is? You know what that house is?
Not off the top of my head.
Come on, you'll get there. Anybody in the twat recognise that house? Anyone? Shireenie's got it. She knows whose house that is. That's Father Ted's house on Craggy Island.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. There you go. Right. I've got to give Dick this one. It's a fucking cracker. We don't deserve cats. We found this little guy under our cabin today and decided to keep him. Help me give him a country name. Somalia.
Oh, dear. Hilarious.
Yeah,
he does have those eyes, though.
He does, yeah. He looks like a skinny. Anyway, breaking: world mourns as U2 frontman Bono, 65, is found alive. Every time somebody famous dies, this meme pops up again, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still waiting for him to drive his car off a cliff because Trump won.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He said he was going to do that, and he hasn't. He's not a man of his word, obviously.
He's such a disappointment on so many levels.
On so many counts. Banned the barred list from a pub. Right, still barred. Jason. Adam, the what guy? The deaf guy. Miller, one-armed Keith. Mickey, two suits. Fat Paul, vitriolic Queen. Oh, it's not Hoxton, the Glaswegian, the ginger drunk called Angus. Julia Taunt, aka Millie Taunt from V12, Dead Ringer. The ex-con Chav, Danny Miller, aka Danny Partridge. That blonde bitch. Gus and his mate Mark, Crazy Linda, Rob Hero, and Tall Chavy Fighting Idiot of Old. And also one that's been written in, Staring Pervert, always comes in. It's just, this is so true, isn't it? Oh, so true.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, Ed, but this cabbage field makes me want to buy a flamethrower.
It really does. Ooh. Yeah, flamethrower, napalm.
Yeah,
just kill it.
That's
just
creepy.
Burn it.
Burn it
before the bloody things hatch.
Burn it with fire. Moving on. Uranus is leaking gas. Scientists confirmed that Uranus is emitting clouds of hydrogen sulfide, the same stuff that makes farts stink. Okay, so do you know that NASA is going to probe Uranus in 2030? Did you know that, Ed?
Yeah, well, I did. They can stay away from me.
Well, they're going to do a flyby first, and then they're going to send in their probe in 2030. So flyby Uranus first, and then a Uranal probe. It's not leaking gas. That's a bit fast and loose because it's got a stable atmosphere. Although it is quite correct that they were surprised to find that the upper atmosphere is primarily composed of hydrogen sulfide, completely unlike Jupiter or Saturn.
It's an absolutely fascinating planet.
Yes, I've heard that about Uranus. Anyway, moving on. My daughter actually submitted this feedback at school. Not sure if I should ground her or buy her an ice cream. Buy her a fucking car, mate. This is class. Things my teacher can do better. Not use collective punishment, as it is not fair on the many people who did nothing, and under the 1949 Geneva Convention, it is a war crime.
That girl deserves some ice cream.
I think, yeah, well, she definitely does. But I think we used this one quite a lot during a certain event in 2020.
Yep, didn't get us anywhere though.
No, it didn't, mate. It didn't.
But then actually, when you look at certainly the Nuremberg trials, they're not kind of what they said on the tin.
No, they aren't. They aren't. That might be something we may explore in a rabbit hole one evening. And if you're interested in rabbit holes, come along on Thursday evenings at 9 o'clock. Because that's when we delve into the strange, the weird, the esoteric, the exotic, and even sometimes the damn downright scary. Don't we?
Oh, it's fascinating. I love the rabbit holes.
My great-grandpa at 16 versus me at 16. Testosterone has left the chat. That's scary though, isn't it?
Well, it kind of is. I mean, there is something to be said for some of those conspiracy theories about them trying to do away with masculinity.
Yeah. I mean, I remember I had a mustache at 17, no problem. Because I had hair down. I had a bit hair down to my shoulders, long hair and a mustache. I looked like a German porn star,
or a Mexican one.
I didn't really look Mexican. Mexicans have got that kind of square face. That guy there, he's the guy who is the very young looking 16-year-old. I think there's been some kind of taint in the blood at some point. But we won't go into that. Let's move on. The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure he never knows he's in prison. There's your thought for the evening. How does that one sit with you? Because, what is it they said? They reckon, we're 99.9957% likely to be in a simulation. That's pretty high odds. If it was a lottery ticket, you'd buy it, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. Certainly get better odds than an actual lottery ticket.
Yeah, definitely. Japan. Japan's or is it Japan? Or I think it's Japan.
What Ray said, CBDC. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Japan's a lovely country. Now it's South Korea. That's a lovely country as well. After South Korea suffered from high suicide rates on the Mapo Bridge, the government changed its name to the Bridge of Life and put life-stimulating pictures on it, pictures of children and statues with a positive impression. In the following year, the suicide rate increased sixfold.
Oh dear, yeah, that's a bit of reverse psychology for you, but going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, that didn't work out how you wanted to. We do need to change the simulation, Vicky. I can wholeheartedly agree. If we all sat down and thought about it, I think we can change the simulation, or as you are in the simulation, does that mean you cannot affect the simulation at all? Because unless you're an avatar that's being played by someone outside the simulation. So maybe, you know how like when you play something like Battlefield or Fortnite or something like that, these wee guys are running about and they are your avatars. They're in a simulation. And they can't change the simulation, but you're controlling them. Yeah? So those people are really you. Those people are thinking like you. When they're shooting your colleague in the back of the head or whatever, that's you doing it, you know? And is that what's happening here right now? Are we in a big game? Is this just a multiplayer game?
It bloody feels like it sometimes.
It does. Scientists in Japan have successfully deleted the extra chromosome behind Down syndrome. Well, I think that's good. And let's face it, they did have an incentive, didn't they? I mean, they were, you know, incentivized to do it because let's face it, you couldn't tell if they were Japanese or. Sorry, I shouldn't.
Oh, yeah, that's. No, that one's totally below the belt. I'd like to apologise for any Japanese listeners from my friends.
I didn't mean
absolutely outrageous comment.
I didn't mean Japanese.
Hey, you did. You can't walk that one back, you monster.
I'm not walking it back. Do you know what we used to call people with Down syndrome? I mean, the actual term for people with Down syndrome was a country without the IEA on the end of it. That was the actual term. Anyway, I thought that one would get you. I knew that would trigger somebody, and it triggered Ed. It triggered the chat as well. Yes. Ignore John says Sharidi. Ooh, says Emma. Yeah, that was a hard one. But it's getting towards the end. We've only got 2 slides left. Criminal caught after cutting off 37 man buns in one day. Claims he was doing the Lord's work. I'm right behind that guy. He was.
I'm so behind him.
Yep. And we're looking at you, Vaughn. Yes, we are.
I mean, yeah, just men, stop it.
That guy's cool. Not a criminal. He's a folk hero. He'll get down and people will write stories of this guy. He'll be revered like Robin Hood was. 37 man buns in one day. That's pretty good.
That is an impressive number of man buns. You got to wonder what his technique was.
He'd obviously just walk up behind them and go. They're dead easy to cut off because they're all there on one wee bun at the back of their head. And you don't even need to go. You don't even need to do much. Gone. And so they should be. And they really didn't think through the merchandise for the Fantastic Four, did they? They really didn't think it through. Or else did they and came up with this? I'm not sucking on that. That's just wrong in so many levels, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's just so Pedro Pascal. It's quite fitting that it's his face on that thing.
Oh, it's horrible. Right, okay, I've got nothing. I'm out. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm done. I'm melting.
Oh, yeah. DW says there's a whole bunch of people turning up. What, you got a party at your part? Your bit, DW? Is it you got a party? We getting an invite? Right, after party at DW's. Here we go. Right, are we done?
I'm so done.
Yep.
Yeah, no, sweltering.
Love you all. It's been great for you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going shrink, who can catch me when I'm falling? Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar, I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah,
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe.
so I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe.
So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place.